a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances are quite unlikely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes. I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Oh, Knicks fans, what it do? We are here. What's up, YouTube? It's your guy Hector, and it's Celso, it's Phil, and it's Jerry, and we are here for a pregame report. Knicks versus Nuggets, fellas. How we doing?
Chilling.
Yes.
I got one ear on the TNT broadcast because they're announcing the All-Stars. Giannis is a team captain. Was just announced, but other than that, I mean, big night for the boys.
Ooh, no iHeart tonight either. I mean, you guys remember we beat them 2 times last season, but we also had some big guys available tonight. Yeah. I'm a little worried, no iHeart.
This game is a big deal. Like, I know that we talk about, like, some people don't believe the season really says much, that it's all about the playoffs, whatever. But to me, this game means a lot. Like, we've been playing well. Unfortunately, like you said, Jigga, both of our big guys are out. If we could still pull off this game in some way, shape, or form, there is no media outlet that can silence the fact that the New York Knicks are contenders. Let's be real. There's always an excuse. This would be the way that there is no excuse. So I'm thankful that Precious Achiuwa has shown up these last 2 games, because to be without iHeart and without Mitch and then still have the quiet, Achiuwa that we had recently, that would have been bad. But it's a good sign that he's shown up these last 2 games. And this is just an opportunity for Jalen Brunson to show why he should be an all-star, why he should have been, starting in the all-star game, just saying. But we'll see what happens.
Jerry, I see you over there. You're frustrated. What's going on?
I just got
what's
many
up?
things going on, man. This is all right. First off, the game tonight, yes, it's a little stressful knowing no iHeart. I love Precious, like Phil said, it's been great. He's probably given up 70 pounds to Jokic, and no one can even stop him. So curious to see Tibbs' game plan. Do you let Jokic just try to score? Because I think he's most dangerous when he's a facilitator. Do we see OG on a little Jokic? Like, I think we might in spots might see that. And
I want to see that, honestly.
Yeah.
So I got that going on, coupled with this all-star announcement, coupled with beefing with Sports Illustrated journalists. So we got duck races going on later. We're giving away another month free of NBA League Pass, courtesy of Playback. Then we're heading over at 7:30 on Playback. So if you win, you got your new subscription. You could come hang with us to watch this game. So there's just a lot. I just ate a big meal. I'm fucking tired.
In other words, Jerry's like, I'm giving you all my energy now because by the end of the first quarter, I'm asleep in the playback.
Facts. Jerry's like, this is not the meatloaf that's talking. I actually feel this kind of way. But no, I'm right there with you when it comes to OG, right? We saw OG. He spent some time guarding Embiid when we faced up against the 76ers, right? A few games back. So let's see what's going on. What's up, Jerry?
No, they're doing it like dicks too on TNT. They've announced Giannis, Embiid, Tatum, Halliburton. They're not announcing the 5th pick. They're saving the 5th pick for last. So this is about to happen right now. They're increasing the drama.
Real quick, Heck, let me I love when I see that one. That one guy. What up, that one guy?
Hey, that one guy right there.
Hey, that one guy. If you want to be involved in the duck races for the free month of NBA League Pass, don't forget to hop over to YouTube. Winning Roo Sports on YouTube. Subscribe, jump in the chat there and put your quack in.
That's it.
It's going to announce any second, guys. They're really stringing. Okay, go.
No, that's perfect. I mean, great segue. Those in the chat.
Lillard. Oh. Boo! I don't want to boo Lillard because I love Damian Lillard. So Jalen Brunson not a starter.
Which we saw it coming, right? He was 6th on the list. I mean, we saw it coming, but it's still ridiculous. And I know tomorrow morning show, I don't know what we're promoting yet, but we have a lot when it comes to our conversations about Brunson and the voting.
I guess it's Knicks fans' fault, right? Because we didn't.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that tomorrow. But isn't this the part? Isn't this the part where it was like based off of the starters are based off of votes, correct? So we all know that the ones that are going to be picked by people that are actual like fans and actually know the game, that's going to be picked after. That's going to be picked by the NBA and whoever else. And that's where if Jalen Brunson does not get it, then we can completely say something's jacked up. Like, you cannot watch that game and besides one or two people misquoting his, season last year and his playoff performances, everyone else has given him his flowers and said he is that guy. Like, he is that guy right now. So he should definitely at least get that vote. That's at least what we hope.
It's tough, man. It's tough, man, because with the season that Jalen Brunson is having this year, he's averaging 26 points on the season, six assists as well. But his game has stepped up tremendously since the OG trade, since the RJ trade. Ever since that trade, your boy Jalen Brunson is averaging 29 points per game and 8 assists per game. Your guy is playing at an all-time level. And again, when you look at his scoring, when you look at the way he's able to control our team in the fourth quarter and help us close out the game. Celso got the numbers on the screen right now. Numbers do not lie. When it comes to Jalen Brunson, why aren't Knicks fans truly behind this guy? There should be no reason Jalen Brunson is not getting the same hype Jeremy Lin got when Lin Sanity was going off. Your boy Jalen Brunson, he is balling. When's the last time we've had a point guard that's been balling like Jalen Brunson?
I'm not saying I support violence, but if Josh Hart is if he's not, we riot. Damn it!
Hopefully they riot on the court. You know what? Well, okay. Since I'm a storyteller,
I got my knife. I got the scissors.
What if you got? Here's why this really doesn't matter. Even though we all wanted this for him, who knows if he even really gives a shit? He might just be happy to be an all-star, which he got robbed of last year.
Yep.
And I do believe he will be a starter next year. I think he's on his incremental, robbed of a all-star spot last year. Got it this year. Also robbed of all NBA last year. He may get that this year as well. Next year, he'll be a starter. Who knows how Jalen Brunson truly feels about the starter? Now, apparently, the voting system between Lillard and Brunson was razor close. Probably was the fan vote that did it. But also, I don't think it was unanimous across the media and the players that Brunson got it over Lillard. So who knows what really caused it? And obviously, the fan vote would have. We'll talk fan vote too. What's up, Phil?
Yeah.
That's a problem, though, that if it wasn't unanimous.
Oh, Phil got muted.
So
that's how serious it is.
Before we get Phil back, real quick, what if I told you guys this though?
Tag team partners.
Eddie, perfect time. No. I promise I'm going somewhere with this rant. Stick with me.
Go ahead, Jared.
So Brunson gets snubbed for the All-Star starter spot. He's an All-Star though, thank God. Josh Hart says tonight we riot if you don't make it. He didn't make it, so maybe they riot on the court. If this leads to a Knicks win, worth it?
Yes.
Hector, worth it?
Because the coaches are going to pick him. The coaches are totally going to pick him.
No, he's not starting, Eddie. They announced he's not starting.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? He gets in by the coaches.
But that's what I'm saying. Josh Hart said if he's not starting, we riot. He tweeted that earlier. So if the Knicks go out there and riot and beat the Nuggets and say it was inspired because Brunson got snubbed, I think that's worth it. A win against the defending champs at home.
I'll say this real quick. I'll definitely take that, Jerry. It's just been a tough week, right? Gary Sheffield got snubbed from the Hall of Fame. That baseball Hall of Fame is crazy. He definitely should have got in.
Hector.
It was never accused. It was never accused. There was no allegedly. Anywho.
Let me throw this out there real quick, Heck. For those of you that are watching us on X, whether it's the Morning Brew X, Jerry's X, jump over to the YouTube because in our chat, hit the subscribe, hit the like. But it's time right now. Everybody in the chat, start dropping your quack in the chat. We're gonna enter you for the giveaway.
Should I cut off the X feed?
You know what? I think we should cut it off. Cut off the X feed. Those of you on X, this is your last call. Come over to the YouTube
I would say
channel.
let it rock out to 7:15. It's 7:13 right now. My ADHD, I love solid numbers, so the 5. I need it to be 7:50.
If you drop a quack just like this, guys, in the chat, we'll get you entered into the duck races. We're gonna give away what we're doing 2 tonight. 2 NBA League passes.
Are we doing 2?
We doing two? You want to do
Utah.
Oh, I thought you guys said
We'll
two.
see how we're doing with
We'll
time.
see how many
Got it.
quackies we get in here. All right.
We got
What up,
two.
Kenny Payne in the building? Anthony
Kenny Payne, how
Rivera
you
dropping the
doing?
quick.
Make sure you guys drop the quack in the chat. But no, like I was saying, but for Eddie wanted to be a dick. When I've had several snubs this week. Like I said, Gary Sheffield, the MLB Hall of Fame, and Jalen Brunson now with the All-Star. Yeah, all right, Eddie. Go ride a roller coaster and then come talk to me. Anywho, but when it comes to Jalen Brunson, like you said, Jerry, if we go out there and we get that win and we're inspired by the fact that Jalen Brunson wasn't voted into the All-Star starters, he's most likely going to get in when it comes to the coaches. But if we go out there and get the win, I'll take it. I'm down for it. What about you, Eddie? I mean, what about you, Phil?
If you beat the Nuggets, to me, they're the best team in the NBA. I don't care about the Celtics. I don't care about the Bucks. You beat the Nuggets tonight. It's the best win of the year, and it automatically says that you could hang with the contenders. So they win tonight. To me, it's like it shows me something. It shows me like a lot. If they win this game tonight, especially without iHeart, it's a huge win. Huge.
Here's the thing for me. Yes, that's great. That's a great, Rocky Balboa, like underdog. Like I didn't get the acknowledgement I wanted. Now we're going to beat the best team in the league, whatever. That's a great story. But I think it still doesn't like justify what has not happened tonight. Like if you look at their stats, Jalen Brunson's stats for the year are better than Damian Lillard's stats for the year. And then if you look at the fact that Damian Lillard is playing alongside a championship winning MVP of multiple years and also playing with old all-stars in Chris Middleton, and all that Jalen Brunson's playing with is an all-star, all-NBA player, like you there's levels. No discredit to like Julius Randle, but you're not going to put Julius Randle and Giannis on the same level as like who you're playing with. So the fact that Jalen Brunson is able to put up better numbers than Dame when Dame has a number one that draws double teams all the time and who is the main focus of their offense, like I think Jalen Brunson still should have won it based off of that criteria.
But fellas, this is decided by the fans, correct?
No, Eddie. So what happened is the fan votes in, and then there's media votes and player votes and coaches and stuff like that. So I think, and they're all worth 50%, 25%. So I think they totaled it all up and they just gave out the starters. So it's Lillard starting. Brunson's still obviously an all-star, but Lillard starting. Yeah. And it was separated to show you what the players, coaches, media thought of Brunson, because Brunson was way back in the votes. I think he was, fifth or something? But he leapfrogged Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young. I think it went Lillard and then Brunson like right there as the starter for that second spot. Halliburton was the unanimous starter, obviously, in the backcourt. And then it went Lillard, Brunson, Mitchell, I believe.
I mean, Lillard's a top 75 NBA player of all time. He's a sexy name. I mean, do you really think Brunson's
and that's something I think we're going to talk about tomorrow because, I've been going at Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated all day, who's squarely blaming Knicks fans, like squarely. There is we could even maybe play the video. He made like a 30-second video where he actually mentions me by name and basically saying that Knicks fans, you cost Brunson the starting spot because you didn't vote. And he has his reasons, which he's going to come on the show tomorrow live. I told him, we're going to do this. We're doing this shit live. None of this recorded stuff. And I think his case is terrible that Knicks fans didn't vote. And I have very simple points I don't want to give away right now because I want to save it for 11 a.m. But I have one point that I will dare him to make it make sense. And he can't. It's a shame. Damian Lillard's a household name. If you think that the people of Milwaukee voted so much for their new player for the first year, that's the reason why he won the fan vote. If opposed to New Yorkers not voting, that's a shitty case to me. Damian Lillard's a household name for years. Yep. So, Brunson came close. You got it,
Jerry. I got the video. You want me to play that real quick?
Play it if it's quick, just so I want to annoy everybody else. Like I got annoyed.
Go ahead. Folks in the chat, smack that like button, hit the subscribe button as we play this video.
I'm going to take this opportunity to clobber Knicks fans a little bit, especially my good friend Jerry Ferrara. At last count, in the NBA's last released vote count, Jalen Brunson was well behind some of the top guys in the voting, including Trae Young, who's been, good, but he's on a really crappy team. The argument that, Jerry and others have made to me is that, it's a popularity contest. It's global. It's yada, yada, yada. You are the New York Knicks. All right. You are one of the biggest and most rabid fan bases in the NBA. Your guy, your number one option, should not be losing the fan vote to Tyrese Maxey. I'm sorry, they should not. Jalen Brunson being 700,000 votes behind Trae Young and 600,000 votes behind Damian Lillard and 300,000 votes behind Donovan Mitchell. That's on you, Knicks fans. Where are you? Like, they have these nights in the NBA where 3 votes count for 1. You can't put together a campaign to get this guy at the top of the ballot. Don't tell me that. Knicks fans their reach is far and wide. They should have been voting for Jalen Brunson for All-Star.
All right. I would like to charge Chris Mannix with the crime of Knicks for clicks in the first degree. He is on trial tomorrow for going Knicks for clicks in the first degree, and I think I'm going to prove him guilty. That is just, first of all, he's full disclosure. He's a Celtics fan, big Celtics fan, full disclosure, and I think he's fully going Knicks for clicks. And I'm going to fry him tomorrow night.
Well, I'm going to say this real quick. Those of you in the chat, Knicks Nation, you guys rock with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If there is ever a day for you to show up and show out, it's tomorrow morning for the Chris Mannix, Jerry Ferrara, the NBA All-Star voting debate. We're hoping you guys will all lock in 11 a.m. tomorrow for that. But, guys, one more time, I'm going to throw it out there. Drop a quack in the chat.
Yes.
I see people still dropping a mega in the building with a quack. All right, go ahead.
Should I cut the X feed?
Cut the X.
Cut the X feed. For those of you guys that are out there, last call, Jerry is closing down the X feed. Click the link in the bio. Come jump on over to the YouTube. It's a great conversation in the chat. Shout out to my guy, Wilson Dang in the building. Wilson, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. Salute to everybody that is in the building. First of all, so you making that graphic, I think you picked a phenomenal picture, because that's a horrible picture of him. So I think that's perfect for the verses. When you look at
Jerry
it,
looks mad good, and now he's like, "What? What? Bring it, son! Bring it, son!"
It's like an anime
game tomorrow. It's a road game tomorrow. But Chris is a smart guy, so I'm sure he's gonna come with a lot of stuff. But
all respect to
He's using your account to amplify himself, Jerry. He is smart.
I know him for a long time. He also has some great boxing coverage, but this is now the 3rd time he's annoyed me.
How many followers does he have?
I don't know, but listen,
not as many as you.
This is the 3rd time he's annoyed me. So it's time. I'm giving it to him. It's fine. Okay. It's gonna be a good time.
He's baiting you into this.
But no, he's not baiting me. He's dropping videos in the morning. It's okay. He's gonna lose. But Eddie, he's gonna lose.
I hope you slaughter this guy.
That's what he's gonna lose.
I hope you slaughter this guy. All right.
You're gonna kill the bomb.
Just know if you need motivation in the morning, just have a 30-minute conversation with Eddie. All right, Jerry. Just know that. Okay. If you need it.
Eddie, you would be a perfect person to hire for Jerry being an actor. You'd be like that guy that's there to hype him up in the beginning. Be like, "You can do it, Eddie. You can do it, Jerry. No problem."
Not even worried.
Well, I think Phil's back. I'm gonna get the last people in there, guys. One more time, drop a quack. Yes, quack.
Quack.
You want an NBA quack in the chat for a month? It's a quack. That's it. Very simple.
Yes, and like Eddie says, if you guys want to donate to the channel, we are a very poverty channel. If you guys want, we just started this thing. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. You guys can go to buymeacoffee.com/Morning Brew Sports. Buy us a coffee. You can donate to us over there. Donate to us via any super chats over here on the YouTube. Shout out to my guy Julian Blum in the chat, who's saying my guy Chris is doo-doo. Shout out to Julian Blum. Appreciate you always shouting us out and always giving us support. Johnny Jimenez is in the building. HP Carlos from Portugal is in the building. HP, I hope all is well, and I hope the New Year's is treating you guys right. Phil, any last words before we do the duck race? Because I saw you went bye-bye. The interwebs is not treating you well with the Wi-Fi.
No. Internet's not treating me well, and then StreamYard locked me out. Like I did something wrong. Like I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. Like I think it's going to be one of those emotional roller coaster type games, which I'm excited to do it on playback, because like if you think about it, all throughout life, like watching games with friends has always been what I've enjoyed, whether in person, going to a game, or, you know, in college, linking up. And now that I'm older, you know, and I don't see my friends as often, it's not like, oh, hey, come on over. The kids are asleep. Why don't we scream really loudly for the Knicks? You know, so like my wife's with the kids. So actually being in playback gives us that opportunity to feel like we're all in the couch, you know, hanging out, watching the game. So I'm looking forward to it. So if you guys do not have, you know, plans for tonight, which you probably don't because you're rocking with our beautiful faces right now, you know, click that link and join us in the playback. It's a fun watch along experience, and hopefully our boys can contend tonight.
Yo, fellas, what's the line on tonight's game? Anybody know?
I could find that out rather quickly.
You're such a degenerate.
Well, what do we think? Like, what needs to happen
just-
tonight for a victory? Like,
like to
is
know
there
because-
anyone got any keys to the victory to sneak in? That's not obvious. Anyone got any hot?
God.
Perimeter.
No.
You got to guard the perimeter. Like,
Yeah.
The thing is, we're not going to get second and third chance points when it comes to rebounds without iHeart or Mitch here. So we need to make sure that we're not playing catch up the whole game by letting them shoot threes nonstop. Like, we have to take good shots on our end, but we also have to guard their 3-point line. You know, let them have the Aaron Gordons of the game beat us. You know, don't let the Michael Porters and Jokic from 3. Let's not let that be why we lose the game. Let it be because Aaron Gordon and Jokic had a crazy game in the paint. Let that be the reason we lose, not because we didn't guard the perimeter.
Yeah, facts. Julian Blum in the chat just asked, which is better, OBS or StreamYard? For me, Julian, it's StreamYard, just because StreamYard for me is very user friendly. OBS, if you know how to use it, you could get your bang for your buck with OBS and make your production really top notch. But it's if you know how to use it. For me, that's why StreamYard is very user friendly. It hosts it online, so if your Wi-Fi shuts down, it doesn't end the stream. You could just keep on going. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm not sure about you guys. I know that's off topic, but
yeah, no, for
no,
me,
I like them both.
to that.
Yeah, I think they're both good programs, but it's like one of those things, you know, like, are you trying to be someone that is kind of like an Android user or a custom PC user that wants everything to be customizable because you know the code and this, that, and whatever? Or do you want it to be like a Mac, you know, or an iPhone that it's more user friendly for everyone on every level? You know, like the pro can obviously make it that much better, but you don't need to be a pro to get the look and the feel that you would want. So that's why StreamYard rocks for me.
Thanks for joining our TED Talk on what software is best for you.
Knicks plus 2.5, and I just fired in every Jalen Brunson over prop that I could find in a 8-leg parlay. So now I think it's time to race some ducks.
It's on. Listen, we cut it off. That's
Let's
it.
do the
We got
ducks.
all the quacks
Let's
in
do
there.
the
Let me
ducks.
pull it up. Let me get the voice ready. Oh, what up, CPD artists in the building? We're do my
here we
gun.
go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the race does win a free month of NBA League Pass. Quackity quack, let the race begin. Look at all these beautiful costumes we have on the race today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is your first time watching a duck race. You know you like it. Mega NYK, looking all green like money, trying to take a lead, but he falls back shortly. Johnny Jimenez, we've seen this one before. Starts off really well and then pulls a hammy. Anthony Rivera catches a flat tire early, starts fading backwards. Wilson Deng. I just like saying your name. Wilson Deng for the win. I just like saying Wilson Deng. The duck, the chef duck. Oh, Julian Blum coming in with the stars and the red. He's taking the lead.
Mr. OBS.
Here we go. There are 24 seconds left on the clock. We've got Knicks are nice. Trying to pull off a little bit here. But look, there's a bumblebee in the race. Oh, Anthony Rivera died. He's done. All right,
Who's coming from the back? Someone's coming from the back.
14 seconds left.
DJ
Someone's coming. Here we
I see
go.
Petruzzi!
With 90 seconds.
DJ
Oh,
Steele looks
I see a
Knicks
purple
are
duck
nice.
coming. Knicks are nice, trying to pull it off with
Knicks are
3
nice.
seconds left. The winner is No.
Shout out Nick. Nice.
Someone gave Celso the hook. He dipped right out.
Yeah, he just
I hate my
disappeared.
big
Shout out
head
Knicks
right in the
are
middle. That's why.
nice.
Wow. Good win.
Crackle
Knicks are
nuts.
nice.
Crackle Nuts, no, this is not a rigged race. This is not rigged whatsoever. We shuffled them It is not rigged. Shout out to my guy Crackle Nuts that is in the
It's rigged, damn it.
Hey, Knicks are nice. Hit me up on X, bro. I know we follow each other. Hit me up there. I'll get you that code. So if you're down to hang out with us tonight, you can actually register, put that code in, get your league pass for the month, and come hang out, watch the game with us tonight. I love the dub races, man.
I feel bad for Petruzzi. Petruzzi is always a bridesmaid and never a bride. Like he's always he's always the best man. Like he's always there giving away his best friend, but he can never be at the altar. I feel bad for the guy.
Facts. Don't worry, Jacob. You gonna get one. Watch one of these days. You gonna get one.
Let me put this up there. Let me try that again. I'm dropping this in the chat for everybody, guys. Here's the link. So literally just go there. You'll be able to come hang out. We're about to stop the stream now. The game does start at 7:30. So literally hit that link. Come over there, hang out with us, and we are literally going to hang out, watch the game all night, have a good time. Knicks are nice. Again, congrats. Appreciate everybody in the building. And guys, don't forget, win or lose, the Knicks Morning Brew is on in the AM, and you already heard the details, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Ferrara, Chris Mannix, the battle, the combo, the NBA All-Star voting debate.
If he shows up, let's go Knicks. Now let's lock into
we get that win tonight. It's gonna be different energy in the morning. I tell you that. Come join us on Playback.
Deuces, get over to Playback. Come hang out with us.
Come on.
Hey.